The girl's first day at school, 3 of her classmates pulled her into a corner, lifted her skirt up a notch, then they enthusiastically told her. They dragged the girl into the bathroom. They did a fashionable hairdo. They put on lipstick, trimmed her eyelashes. They made her look beautiful. From then on, the girls hung out with them. In high school, their thighs got longer and longer, and their skirts got shorter and shorter. Except they couldn't study. They were good at everything, because their grades were so bad. They ended up in the worst class. The teacher was bored at the podium. The students were all playing around down there. The teacher yelled at them, but the girl didn't care. She puts on makeup in class. After school, she takes selfies with her friends. At night, they go to the pub to dance. She's spending her youth like a madwoman, but you'd never guess. Such an incorrigible little beauty. Soon after that, she made a miracle. Through hard work, she got into a top university. From a poor student to a bully. How did this happen? The girl's name was Lisa. The teacher found a packet of cigarettes in her bag. The headmaster threatened her with expulsion. He asked Lisa to tell him about other students who smoked. But in the face of such a severe punishment, Lisa still didn't betray her friends. The headmaster called her mother. When she found out about it, instead of blaming Lisa, she questioned what was wrong with the school's education. If the purpose of education is to make students betray their friends for themselves, she would rather withdraw her daughter from school. The headmaster thought it made sense. He finally gave up on expelling Lisa. Instead, she was suspended for a semester. Lisa didn't care about it, but on the inside, she was very sad. She even felt like she was losing hope in her life. But her mother didn't give up. She enrolled Lisa in a tuition class. There was a teacher there who was very good. All the poor students he tutored. All their grades improved dramatically. Getting into a major university was no problem. However, the first time this teacher saw Lisa, he was still shocked by the way she was dressed. The girl's first day at tuition class, she had short shorts, blonde hair, and heavy makeup. The tutor was dumbstruck. With just a few simple words, the tutor got close to Lisa. Then she took out her test papers. But Lisa's performance was as steady as ever. She didn't answer a single question correctly. Any other teacher would have been furious. But this teacher said, even though she got all the questions wrong, at least she filled in all the questions. That's a great positive attitude towards learning. The teacher's encouragement. Lisa got goosebumps. Then the teacher asked her to set a college goal. He said there's a prestigious university. It's full of handsome boys. Lisa was shocked, because it's the best university. That's an outrageous goal. But looking at the teacher's confident expression, Lisa was bold enough to put it in her application. During tutoring, the teacher began to teach her the right things. Reading funny comic books helped her learn about history. She memorized words by playing games. If she made a mistake, she had to take off her makeup as a punishment. Whenever her grades improved, the teacher would give her a high five. Little by little, Lisa found a passion for learning. But her father was cynical. He didn't think Lisa could go to university. It was a waste of money to go to tuition classes. He put all his hopes in his son. Lisa secretly vowed she would show her father what she could do. From then on, she worked harder. Even when she was riding her bike, she had to memorize the words. At night, when her girlfriends asked her to sing, she had to finish her homework first. She thought she was pretending. When she found her notebook, she started to lose her mind. The teacher's unique way of teaching had completely fueled her thirst for knowledge. She worked several times harder than anyone else. She finally finished junior high before the summer holidays. She got her first perfect score in her life. After the school year began, Lisa returned to the classroom. When she learned that she had applied to a top university, the teacher and her classmates laughed. The homeroom teacher went to the tutor. He told him not to give Lisa any more lessons. Setting such high goals for a poor student, she's bound to fail. But the teacher replied, After that, the teacher mockingly left. Lisa, who was sitting next to her, got wet. She didn't realize the teacher had such high hopes for her. From then on, she began to study harder. But when she saw the questions from the top universities, the torture level of difficulty, she realized that there was a big gap between her and this university. No matter how hard she tried, it was too late. Just when Lisa wanted to give up, the teacher approached her again. Can a raw egg stand up? The teacher put it on the platform. After several failed attempts, the egg actually stood up. Lisa was deep in thought. If she works hard, it is possible to enter a major university. In order not to be hindered by her beauty, Lisa asked her best friend to cut her long hair and replaced her short skirts with sportswear. She put all her energy into her studies. She began to study day and night. When she felt stressed, She'd bury her head in her pillow and scream. Then she got up and continued to study. Every time she took a mock exam, she tried her best, but her marks still hovered around the passing line, just like every student preparing for exams, with high spirits and hard work. But in the midst of repeated failures and blows, she fell into deep self-doubt. She talked to her teacher. She didn't know what was the point of persevering. The teacher suggested she take a walk to a top university, to see what it's like to work hard for, accompanied by her mother. Lisa came to this university. It was a completely different atmosphere. The students were confident. They had smiles on their faces, as bright as their future. Lisa's confidence was restored. She began to study without any distractions, and the work was not lost on her. On her last mock exam, she got a C grade. That meant she had a 50-50 chance of getting into a top university. When her father saw the report card, his eyes were filled with wonder. The daughter he had always ignored had changed so much. But on the day of the exam, the weather changed suddenly. It was snowing heavily. All the roads were covered with snow. Just when Lisa didn't know what to do, her father came back from work on leave. He drove Lisa to the exam center. It was the first time she had been in her father's car. From the beginning, all he cared about was his baby boy. He's always ignored his daughter. But today, he did something so heartwarming. The father realized his mistake. Lisa did her best in the exam room. She finished all the subjects successfully. When it was time to check her results, Lisa nervously entered her school number into the computer. Then she closed her eyes and clicked the mouse.
先生